This is a quick tip about not being too hard on yourself while also keeping yourself accountable and doing some self-reflection. So it's the end of a long year, and I have to say this year has been a bit up and down for me. I haven't felt very successful with my business, even though things have been ticking along. It hasn't been doing what I would have loved. And then I did some self-reflection. I thought about all the stuff that has actually happened. Maybe it wasn't the things that I was planning on having happen, but other things were going on. There was family stuff going on. There were house moves for family members, and I had a lot on my plate at different times that was more to do with me and my home life. And sometimes we underestimate the time and the energy it takes just to stay steady, just to keep ourselves afloat. One of my teachers, Kaloda, would say that in a storm, you're successful if you can stay in one place so that you're not being blown around by the storm. So asking yourself this year, when you reflect on it, what have you been able to, to deal with that you had to deal with because that was your life? And can you give yourself some credit for everything that you have done this year? Everything that you've been able to withstand or, get through. And think about the people that you may have helped along the way, or people who have appreciated you along the way. Sometimes we have to be in the right place at the right time. One of my friends, Tara, plays violin, and I said to her one day, I wish I hadn't, gone back to college for those few months. I should have left earlier because I quit my jazz vocal performance degree early. I only did 2 years. And she said to me, Aideen, do you realize if you had left then, when you say you wanted to leave, we never would have met because I only started in the course just then. And we became friends in the few months that you were still there. So it's easy to think I should have done things differently. And it's easy to be hard on ourselves. But I'm encouraging you today to look back and self-reflect with kindness. Because you've gotten through another year and you've lived to tell the tale. And that is sometimes enough. A lot of maybe what you've been thinking or how you've, what the things that you've learned about yourself or the world during this year, they will take you into next year and you will see changes. But unfortunately, change doesn't always happen when we want it to, and it can be slower than we'd like it to be. But ask yourself, do you feel different at all? Is there something that's strengthening within you? Is there a realization or a wisdom that you have now that you didn't have this time last year? All of these things are worth acknowledging. Take some time to acknowledge those things. Take some time to think about your year kindly. Reflect on the things you've had to deal with. Understand that you did well to get through them. And any of the big successes, any of your big wins, anything that you can celebrate from the year, please take a moment to be glad that those things happened. Be joyful and imagine those moments and maximize that feeling of, I can do this and, life is okay. We choose to focus on what we want to focus on, and often we're hard on ourselves. Please today, don't be hard on yourself. Remind yourself that you're a good person, that you're enough, that you're learning, and things are changing slowly but surely, and you're living a good life. And if there's something you need to change, if there's something you need to do differently, in this moment right now with me, make a commitment to try to see the best ways to change. Ask for some guidance and some wisdom to know what to do and the courage to take those steps, because we can grow, we can change. You're not the same person you were 5 years ago, and you certainly won't be exactly the same person 5 years from now. But a lot of it has to do with what you choose to do, how you choose to live your time, and what actions you choose to take. Starting today, be kind to yourself. Acknowledge yourself for all you're doing and how much you're trying, and make a commitment to make a few little changes, small but sure, bit by bit. And if you need help along that journey, get in touch with me. You might like my book, Discover Your True Value, available now on Amazon, or get in touch with me, and I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening. It's such a joy that anybody listens to me at all. So if it's you, thank you. And I will be back. Take care.